What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here, and this is going to be a bigger video today, but we'll start off with a smaller topic first. But among all the information in the interviews yesterday with the Kingdom Hearts 3's co-director Tai Yasuye, there was one piece of information that stood out, which I apologize if I said his name wrong, but the thing is, when people try to correct me, they gave me like 3 different pronunciations. Like, everyone gave me a different one, so I'm just like, that didn't help. But yes, hopefully I didn't say it wrong, but I probably did. But regardless, there was good information that stood out. He pretty much confirmed that there will be no surprise world reveals, but it was said that all Disney worlds will be revealed before launch, so that pretty much confirms that if we're not going to be getting any more surprise reveals, then we're not getting any at all. So I mean, that means that, you know, if you wanted like Princess and the Frog or Brave or something like that to appear, then that's going to be a rip for that. But Kingdom Hearts 4 most definitely, Jungle Book, Princess and the Frog, Brave, you know, I mean, all those worlds already sounds like Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be nice. I'm just kidding, I'm not going to start talking about Kingdom Hearts 4 now, but even though there's not going to be any more Disney worlds, that does not mean that we don't have a pretty damn good list. Because, I mean, in just Disney worlds, we got Olympus, Arendelle, the Caribbean, Monstropolis, San Francisco, Toy Box, and 100 Acre Woods, as well as Kingdom of Corona. And I mean, all those worlds just seem like loads of fun to me, and not one of them looks like they'll be a bad time like past games. Like for me in Kingdom Hearts 1, it was Wonderland and Atlantica, and then Kingdom Hearts 2, it was Atlantica again. So, I mean, they don't seem like they'll be worlds like that, but I mean, I could be wrong, but they just all seem so good. But with the 8 worlds capping off the Disney worlds, that just leaves 4 less worlds than Kingdom Hearts 2's Disney worlds, which of course we expected from what was said in early interviews with Nomura. But with this information and knowing we won't be getting any more world reveals in general, I think it's time to finally make my prediction to the full world list order. Now, I'm not going to try to guess the story in each world, maybe some elements here and there, but I'll definitely take into account what kind of cutscenes we've seen from the trailers to back up my order. But first off, our adventure will start off with Sora and the gang going to Olympus, obviously where they left off in 0.2, where we will probably see Herc and everyone. And I mean, I just hope Sora, Donald, and Goofy will finally become true heroes this time around, because I think that just needs to happen. But as well as we'll probably have the inevitable monologue that Xigbar will probably start off the game talking to Sora. Like, as soon as he gets in that world, he'll probably show up out of nowhere and give him a long ass talk, which, hey, I love Xigbar's voice. I can listen to it all day, so please bring the monologue here. But seeing what we've seen of Olympus in all the trailers, I mean, the world looks like it's going to be really, really nice. But next up, we'll be heading to Twilight Town, where I think Sora and the gang, along with Hayner, Pins, and Olette, will get the idea of going to the other Twilight Town to find Roxas, or at least try to find some way to get Roxas back. And plus, we might get to see the long anticipated, and I mean, this is the most anticipated thing of Kingdom Hearts 3, and that is the Hayner dynamic entry kick towards Ansem. I mean, I just want to see how that plays out. I feel like in my head, if this was like an anime, I feel like they were just going into Hayner's thoughts and this is what he wanted to do. But in this game, I feel like Hayner's really thinking that he's about that life and about to strike at Ansem, not knowing this man's capable of just wrecking this man. I mean, just, my goodness, I really want to see how that plays out, because regardless of the outcome, it's probably going to be hilarious. But now this is the point where trying to figure out the order of the worlds is going to become a little bit difficult because of all the different story elements and trying to figure out what should come first or not. But I'm just going to take my guesses, but I'll say that Toy Box is up next. But just young Master Xehanort is going to play such a huge role in this world, and it's going to make it turn so dark. I can guarantee that this point probably is where stuff's going to turn for a little bit of the kind of darker tone of the story, or at least part of the Toy Box world. But still, I think it's going to be a nice, potentially awesome world. But I honestly feel like with young Master Xehanort being involved in this world, it's going to take what we kind of probably were having, at least I hope, we're having kind of happy vibes, and all of a sudden going into this world starts off happy, but then he appears and stuff just starts going crazy. I mean, we already know kind of what happens in some of the cutscenes, but I think this is going to be the turning point where stuff starts to get a little bit of a darker tone to it. But next, I think we'll be in Kingdom of Corona. The reintroduction of Marluxia, as well as just Tangled, will be a nice change of pace, because obviously if it did turn into a darker tone at the end of Toy Box, it will probably reach a more happy vibe at the beginning of Kingdom of Corona, just with Rapunzel being all happy, you know, as it was in the movie. But Marluxia is what's intriguing me the most in this world, because I wonder, with his involvement in this world and maybe a fight with Sora, will that maybe like jolt some unknown memories to Sora, where he might remember fragments of the previous fight with Marluxia? Like, just, you know, maybe they fight and out of nowhere he's like starting to remember and all that. I don't know. It could be something cool, because obviously they don't remember a thing from what happened, like all those events. But I think it'd be cool if towards the end of the world, maybe with a big fight with Marluxia, I don't know, I just think that'd be cool. Next up is Monstropolis, the introduction to one of my favorite worlds to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, the story elements of the movie mixed with the involvement of Vanitas will definitely be an awesome turn of events, and I'm honestly looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Now up next is probably what I'll call how Atlantica should have done it, and this is Arendelle, because the biggest issue of Atlantica in Kingdom Hearts 2 was the whole sing-song world, but nothing else to it. It was literally just that, and I think Arendelle can be definitely a greater world with more involvement of, you know, it can have the whole sing-song aspect to it, which we've seen from the whole like Let It Go scene that we saw, but that would just be a small part of it and not just the whole entire world like Atlantica was. So I think that would be the saving grace of the world, because I mean, I don't mind hearing the songs, like that's pretty cool. Like if I didn't mind that part in Atlantica, but the fact that that was all it offered, then I was like, I'd just rather skip it, which I believe you could. Obviously hearing the songs over and over and over the year it came out was pretty damn annoying, but now that it kind of died down and everything, it will be really cool. But the involvement of Larxene will also be a cool part of the story, as well as to see what they decide to do with what they called Larxene's Labyrinth in E3's interviews. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're doing there, because if it's an actual type thing where maybe there's multiple labyrinths that you can go through or something, or if it's just going to be one specific segment, I don't know. It depends on how they do it, but it sounds like it got potential and it sounds like it could be fun. But next up, we're getting to the late game Disney worlds, and to start off with that list, I'm going to say the Caribbean, the world that I'm most excited to play just for the visuals of the world and like the voice acting of Jack Sparrow. I mean, in Kingdom Hearts 2, I could have dealt without hearing him at all. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, my goodness, he just sounds so freaking good. But also, as well as the talk, the kind of first official talk. I mean, obviously Maleficent will probably be talking to Hades about the box, maybe even before Sora gets there. But this will be the first official talk of the box, at least with the involvement of Organization 13. But besides that, ship battles, the Kraken, Davy Jones, I mean, so much is going into this world that it's just the whole reason I'm excited for it. Because who knows, with the ships in general, you might be able to explore like maybe some hidden islands or something, get some, I don't know, items, swim under stuff and find hidden places where you can get stuff. I mean, there's so much that you could find. Like obviously in all these worlds, I know a lot of people forgot about this, but those hidden Mickeys, we're gonna have to find those, and maybe there'll be some hidden islands that we have to go find to find those hidden Mickeys. There's so much that's going into this world that I'm just really excited for. But now we got San Francisco, and this world looks like it has a lot to offer as well. I mean, just seeing Big Hero 6 and Keyblade Hero 3 tag teaming to fight the Heartless is just awesome to see. And it was awesome to actually hear Sora acknowledge him, Donald, and Goofy as the Keyblade Hero 3. I thought that was a neat little touch. But as well, we got what looks to be like free running minigames, which I gotta be honest, looks like the most intriguing minigame, at least for me. It looks like a time attack mixed with trying to get a high score at the same time. So I mean, it looks really fun, honestly. But the real thing to take from this is the involvement of Data Riku. Now, I honestly believe that even though he'll be a cool and surprising reveal, and I know, yes, we've already seen him through the trailer, so it wouldn't be as big of a surprise, but still, I don't think Data Riku will make it out of this world, because we've seen in the final battle trailer that Riku is fighting Replica Riku, and I mean, maybe that's not Replica Riku, but I believe it's Replica Riku, and I think Data Riku is just gonna be destroyed here, you know? I feel like he's just gonna not make it out of Big Hero 6, well, San Francisco, so I don't know, I could be wrong, but I just don't think he'll make it out. Now, after I say this world, you're probably gonna think, how is this the final world before all the endgame action? But honestly, I do believe it will be 100 Inkerwoods, because in the past, both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, these worlds kind of served as, in my eyes, they kind of brought teaching moments to Sora. Even though it was always like a minigame-esque world, the cutscenes I felt were always just meaningful. But as well, the way the cutscenes played in the trailer, it almost seemed like Sora was saying a goodbye. It was as if Sora was going away and unsure that he'd even return, as if he's going into the Keyblade War. You know, he's knowing what's ahead, and he's still keeping a smile to let Pooh know, like, he'll always be in his heart, he'll come back if he can. And I mean, it just seems like this could be an in-game world to me, just because he know, like, I don't know, it's just the kind of ambiance mixed with what they were showing off. I mean, it did seem like it was going to go right into the Keyblade graveyard, you know, Keyblade War. So, I mean, that's where I think it's going to be, honestly. But like I said, these are all predictions, so I could be wrong. But next up is the in-game worlds. Now, these don't have world logos yet. At least I don't know. At least not for Kingdom Hearts 3. But I don't know what will be in place of them on the screen. But first up, we got the Realm of Darkness. Now, I feel like this world will be introduced in KH3 with us playing as Riku. That's how we're going to be introduced to the world, at least. And the biggest thing to take from this, and there will be a lot, but the battle between Aqua and Ansem to see how she got Norded, Riku and Aqua to see, you know, how badly Riku got his ass beat, and then Sora versus Aqua. Do we save Aqua? You know, is it too late for you're too late? Get it? Yeah! I'm just kidding. But most definitely Aqua is just busy in this world. Wink wink. I mean, she real busy. I mean, she's literally picking fights with everyone. I mean, obviously Ansem came and picked a fight with her and she definitely lost, but then she's just out there murdering. She obviously did something to Mickey. I don't even know what happened. I didn't ever actually look in depth on that scene. But most definitely, she's just bodying everyone. But after this, I think will be the Keyblade War itself. So obviously, that means the Keyblade Graveyard. Now, I don't really know what to say to look forward to. So, I mean, all I should have to say is Keyblade War, and that should entice you enough. Now, before I get into the final world, you're probably thinking that I missed some worlds, but I don't really count the Unknown Cloud world with Chirithy as a world, which I still think that's Ventus's heart and actually his Chirithy. But then we also got Radiant Garden, which I am just starting to believe that it'll just be a cutscene only world. I mean, I kind of predicted this a long time ago, at least a month back, that it'll be a cutscene only world just for the lack of Final Fantasy characters, which is kind of hurting me a lot, you know, to say that. But yes, even though both of those places will be in the game, I don't believe they're going to be playable enough for me to consider them a world in my book, and this counts for Destiny Islands as well, because we do indeed see Sora and Goofy there, but I think it's just for story cutscenes and that's it. The final world, and I'm sure you all knew what was going to be my pick, but Scala at Kylum. And I mean, this world just looks so freaking big. Like, damn, did you guys, when you first seen this trailer and you saw Xehanort say its name and then it zooms out, I mean, it zoomed out so freaking far. I mean, it's just baffling. I mean, the main thing that I really like about this world is just to see the concept, you know, that it was just a concept that not even a lot of people got to see, and people were calling it Cable Town, but then this concept ended up being a fleshed out world that would entail a big importance to the story. And obviously what I thought was going to be Kingdom Hearts, you know, that was Nomura's prize, kind of like the main world that he said he was excited for, obviously is not it. The world that Nomura was excited for was this one, and I guarantee that's true. Because one, it's the original world that we have not ever seen, and I mean, just why wouldn't you be proud of it? Look at it. This world looks freaking amazing, just the visuals and everything. I cannot wait to play this world, and it'll be a nice send-off because obviously this will probably be where the official end battle will take place. But I could be definitely wrong. Imagine they just throw this at the beginning of the game and be like, hey, here's Scala at Kylum. Have fun. But I don't believe that's the case, but still, let me know what you guys think about my world list order. Do you think I can move some around? What do you think? But also, keep in mind of this order. You know, comment back on this video how close I was. Did I miss only a couple, or did I get them all right, or did I get none of them right? You know, I think I got at least Olympus right and Scala at Kylum, but other than that, we'll see. I mean, I honestly think this would be a decent world list. But let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts as well as your own list. I would like to read them. But yes, if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.